Rachel, can you hear me now? All right, sorry, I was on the wrong microphone input there. But you can see it on your screen, right? Just keep cruising. So I was challenging them to try to get sweaty during the warm-up today. So just try to get at least 3 rounds. We're going to go 6 minutes. You gotta get them all 3 at once. Like, yeah. Oh, because you can reach it? Let's see if that one will come on. I'm about to just quit on the TVs. There we go. It's funny because they're different brands, and the remote works for all of them. That one over there is an LG. The other 2 are Vizios. Harry McDaniel's popping on. Oh, everybody's moving. Looks like we're going to heat it up today. Let's go, Chelsea. Let's go. Look at this bench. Go high knees. Inchworms go kicks, 5 each leg. Put this right here, Devin. You're going to be using this today. So as y'all are warming up, I'm going to go ahead and in the front row, y'all are going to end up doing a dumbbell chest press for 8. And then you'll have probably a single dumbbell Renegade row for 8 each side. Y'all are going to cruise through that for 12 minutes. So ideally, you get 5 rounds as you're going through that. But if you get more, that's absolutely fine. But you'll get 12 minutes, then we'll get a 2-minute switch, and then you'll be going to back squats after that. So everybody over here at the squat rack, y'all are going to have 12 minutes to get 5 rounds of back squats, and then we're going to have something we're going to do in between. There's mini bands out at each squat rack. So we're going to squat with those around our knees today. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as we come to it. But 12 minutes works out just fine. If you get done early, just go ahead and start cleaning your plates and stuff off and putting those away. Got Rachel, Carrie McDaniel. Carrie, you should be good on that warm-up. Just read that screen.
Yeah.
If you want to back squat today, you can. If not, you're just going to do goblet squats. So Rachel,
Okay.
you're going to start out with back squats. It's going to be sets of 12. Goblet squats with whatever you got. All right, so just over halfway on that warm-up. Should be starting to heat up a little bit. We got everybody checked in. Remember, we'll drive those knees out on those squats. Got about 2 minutes left. Should be heating it up. Yeah. There you go, Angie. I'm going to get a barbell. Seeing some good numbers up on the screen. That means you're heating up. Let's keep it going. About 1 minute, then we'll get into this main part of the workout. We got a lot of good strength work to do today. Get a little bit of a pump. All right, we got 45 seconds. We get everybody go ahead and hop up. We're going to go into speed squats, as many as you can. for the last 40 seconds. Let's try to drop down deep, drive those knees out. Let's get hot. Again, get ready to squat. So everybody at home should be doing body weight squats for the next 30 seconds. There you go. At home, I'm going to go ahead and switch that slide up for you if you want to check that out. All right, take a break. So here's what we got. I already started explaining. Make sure everybody's paying attention because we're only going to go through explaining this one time, okay? So we'll start out. Everybody's on back squat. We're going to go through this. You get 12 minutes to complete 5 rounds. If you get done early, wipe your stuff down. You should not get done so early that you have like more than maybe a minute left at the most. So you get 5 rounds. The first 4, you're going a set of 8. The last one, you're going to increase your weight and go a set of 3. We're not trying to go super heavy on this today. If you have accurate numbers in your app from the past, you can probably use those because we've got the percentages put in there. At 60 to 65% of your 1 rep max, that's pretty darn low for 8 reps. So you should be able to complete 8 reps, not needing a spot, okay? Nobody should need a spot on this today. On that last set, it goes up to 75% of your 1 rep max. So we're only doing 3. To put that into perspective, that should be something you can do for 10. But that 10 would be like super hard if you were actually doing that. That would be like a 10 rep max. But we're only going for 3. I'm going to challenge y'all on these squats today because we haven't done them in a while. I got mini bands out. Put those around your knees. And then every single rep on that back squat, we're going to go down 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Get nice and deep. Pause for a second. Drive back up fast out of that hole. Okay? So 3, 2, 1. Pause, come up fast. So 8 reps. Remember on that, when we do that, we keep a ton of tension in that midsection and our eyes are down. So we're not cranking on the neck. Lifting your head up doesn't make you come up any more effectively. Keep those eyes down so we can keep everything in line from the hips up. So 8 reps times 4 and then 3 reps times 1. Then we'll go ahead and wipe everything down. Over here, dumbbell chest press from the bench. Okay, for 12 minutes. And then you'll have, if we have enough dumbbells, you'll when you get done, that's 8 reps. When you get done, go into your alternating renegade rows. If we don't have enough dumbbells, you can always put that down and just go into 8 each side and rotate like that. Yeah, you can definitely use different weights for chest press and renegade rows. And the goal is to get at least 5 rounds. If you get more than that, like if you get done with 5 over here, just keep going. Just keep going. So that'll make you slow down a little bit over here. Also on the back squats and on our goblet squats at home, in between your set of squats, we're going to leave that band on, drop down, go 15 banded glute bridges. So you should have the band on around your knees and just go 15 glute bridges in between sets on the squats. So we'll go ahead and get y'all going. You should get at least 7 rounds on back squats because you've got time to get your warm-up sets in as well, okay? Put some weight on there, get warmed up. Hey, when we're grabbing those dumbbells, I do have a lane back there for y'all to walk around through so we can try to keep everybody as spaced out as possible. Otherwise, let's go. So at home, instead of the back squats, y'all got goblet squats, and you're going to go 12. So your goal is to get 5 sets of 12 during this 12-minute period, and in between, still doing those 15 glute bridges. And so you guys are focusing on squats right now. You guys will move to the upper body stuff on the next 12-minute segment. So you can go ahead and get started. I got that clock going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Got it. That was an obstacle. All right, everybody should have what they need. Yeah, buddy, get some carries in today. You should have plenty of space too. Y'all can kind of do your rows on the turf just so you don't drop them and hit anything when you come down. Y'all can go plenty heavy on this upper body stuff. We've been doing tons of upper body work. You do not need to hold back on that. And do we not have another 20? I got one right here that Peggy is not using. You can finish that set like that. But there's one right there. But that would have been fine too. What's that? Yeah, I think I got one right. So you're going, yeah, do 2 hands together. Yeah, y'all got that 2-arm dumbbell chest press. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just go 8 reps straight, and then 8 reps each arm on the Renegade rows. If you want to alternate, you can. Otherwise, you can just go 8 straight on each side. Because we're about 1.5 minutes in. There you go. So y'all are just going 8 chest press, and then on the ground you go 8 each arm, and you just keep rolling through that for 12 minutes. Hopefully you get at least 5 rounds. If you are at like 5 and you still got 3 minutes left, just keep going. There you go, Devin. That's solid. If you want to go 8 straight on each side, you can, or you can just keep doing like you're doing. Either way, it's fine. There we go. Remember, good 3-second drop on those squats. And about a 1-second pause at the bottom. There you go. Goblet squats at home. Same thing. Carrie, I see you setting up that barbell. That's good stuff. So you're trying, remember, 4 sets of 8 and then a set of 3, because I don't really have that on the slide for you at home. So just remember that. Keeping it light and deep. Really owning that bottom of that squat. Fire up out of that hole. Got it. We got it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Chelsea, I'm going to slide these back so you don't drop those and hit them. Let's go, buddy. Let's get it. Let's get it. Got to get 8. Got to get 8. There you go. You got room to drop them if you need to. Got it, Wolf. you did it safely. There you go. Remember, we want to resist that twist on those Renegade rows. So Keep cruising. We are just over halfway. So just think about that pace on the squats. You really don't need more than 5 sets. Upper body, we are cruising. You can get more than 5 rounds over here. If you're going real heavy, it might not happen. Up, 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 up. There you go. Good. There you go, Kessler. You got it. It's good weight. Let's go. Yeah, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Good work. Remember, keep that eyes down, eyes down. All right, remember, we got that 3-second drop on our squats with that 1-second pause. This is all about practice today and getting back into that. Same thing at home, whether you're goblet squatting or if you got that barbell. 3-second drop, 1-second pause. Here we go, Stephanie. Let's go. Good depth. Way to drop. Way to drop. Yeah, Laura, it looks solid. Come on, we got this. Come on, we got it. There you go. So at home, y'all should be good to go. So Carrie, you can finish up that last set. Same thing for you, Rachel, and I'm going to get that slide switched up for y'all. At home, you're going to go a single arm chest press for 12 each side. And then you're going to go a single arm renegade row for 12 each side. And just like everybody here, your goal is 5 rounds on that during that 12-minute period. And unless you finish really early, then just keep cruising through that. So it'll be a single arm chest press from the floor if you do not have a bench. If you have a bench, you can use that. And then a single arm renegade row one side for 12, single arm the other side. So it'll be 12 of everything for y'all at home. I'll let you know. I'm going to get that clock started here in about 2 minutes. So if y'all want to grab some water, if you need to put anything away, you can. We'll get these 80s over there too. Ricky, you think you want to use these 80s on your chest press? Use them on, like, didn't you use them the other day for something? All right, I'll leave them right here. There's some 65s and 55s over here too. But then there's also 70s and 75s over there. Hey, Bryce, you can see where Bob was. He left it set up for you. Yeah. I told him, I was like, dude, I don't think the plates are going to fit right here. They did, but I was... Hey, we got about a minute at the most that we want to go ahead and be switched up, have everything put away. You do have wipes over here in those buckets that work really well for wiping the plates and stuff off. I'll show you what I'm talking about, Angie. I got wipes right here. You can literally just grab one and put it on the edge of your plate and then just spin that plate around. We'll focus on the edges on that because that's where most people touch. Yeah, when y'all get done with the barbell stuff, I got these buckets of wipes over here you can use for your plates. Let's see, Peggy, you can go right here. Yeah, Angie's almost done. So everybody who was squatting, y'all are going to come up to these front squares right here. Go ahead and make sure you got dumbbells for your renegade rows and your chest press. Remember, it's going to be 2 hands together on the chest press, and it's 8 reps. And if you need to go get some dumbbells, you can. Or if we need to look around and swap some out. If we start to run out of dumbbells, we can always use a kettlebell for your renegade rows. And then we can chest press those dumbbells. I got some 20s down here if anybody needs 20s, and a 15. There's a 20 and 2 15s over here too. And you're going to have time to grab some more weights. All right, so back squatters, remember to warm up. Like, you're probably pretty darn warm, but start light. Don't just throw weight on there and start squatting. Put some, take your time. You got 12 minutes to get 5 rounds in, 4 sets of 8, and then 1 set of 3. 3-second drop every time. Remember, we got those bands on around the knees and 15 banded glute bridges in between. We want to put that band on to really get y'all working on driving those knees out and keeping them out. All right, so at home, I got that 12-minute clock started. So when y'all are ready, single arm chest press, 12 each side, single arm row, 12 each side. Rachel, if you want, you could do that from that stability ball if that's a little more comfortable with that under your back. Same thing over here. Y'all go ahead and get going. If you need to change your dumbbells out, you're welcome to. What you need? Trying to find them. So, Michelle, let's go. Just keep them in tight on that chest press. See how that feels. And then the rows, remember, we just go one arm, half of you on the bench, then your arm going. What are you thinking, Devin? Eyes are in a good spot. Hands are in a good spot on the bar. Take your time. Devin, we're going to grab that band. Let's go around your knees with that band. We're going to wake those hips up today. So remember, in between your back squat, that's the face I made when I got back home. In between your back squat sets, we got 15 banded glute bridges. There you go. Heels, 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 heels. There you go. Remember, it should be light enough where you do not need a spot on those squats today. I promise we're going to build those squats back up heavy. We'll take our time with it. What do you need, Laura? You need to go like sets of 6 with the 35s you can. They're right there beneath you on the left. The bottom of that, all the way over to the left to 35s. That's it right there. About 4 minutes in, keep cruising. Remember, no more than 5 rounds on your back squats, but we can go as many as you can get in on that upper body work for 12 minutes. Got it, Chelsea. There you go. Oh, you went right for 35s? All right, looks like we Rachel Carroll, I don't know if you can hear me, but it looks like your camera froze up. Carrie, as you go through those, on those rows, I want you to focus on pulling your hand to your pocket. Pull your hand back. You're kind of coming up like this, like flaring up through your shoulder. Keep that back flat. Try to touch, almost touch your dumbbell to your hip pocket as you pull back. Let's go get it. I'll clear you out here too. Up, up, up. I got you. Come on. Get up fast, Lord. Get up fast. Every rep, that's your intent. Good. Keep going. You're going to get up. I can help you back up. All right. Go ahead. No. We got it now. We got it. Remember, we're trying to create good habits on that back squat. Good depth, good back position. Make sure we're not collapsing forward. There you go, Diana. You got it. Big chest, big chest, big chest. There you go. Got it, Devin. That's it. That depth's looking a lot better. That was good. That's what we want to see. All right, so remember your last set of back squats is where you do 3, and we do go up on that a little bit. Should be able to complete 3 full reps on your own with that, though. We got about a minute and a half left. So if you get done early, we'll just go ahead and start cleaning off and stripping those weights off. Harry, that looks a lot better. Keep cruising with that. Rachel, are you good? Does that feel pretty good with that stability ball under you? You can always remember you can incline yourself with that too. You can kind of roll your butt forward, get it an incline so it's a little more comfortable. You have bands at home, right? So we can always, if we ever get to where that back position, being on your back's not comfortable, you can always wrap a band around, do a chest press that way, or we can anchor that band on one side and just press straight out too. Good work, Ange. Let's shift that weight forward just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now use those abs. Come on, Ricky. You got it. Good, 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 good. So we're on that last 30 seconds. So just think about that. We want to make sure we get all this in, and we got to move to this next part pretty quickly. So what I want to do with this next part, we'll go ahead, everybody who's up front here, just kind of move your dumbbells out of your way. Ricky, you can leave those there because that's going to be a lot of work moving all those. Everybody on the squat, if y'all want to just go ahead and you can hang in your spot where you're at, or you can come up here if you're not already up here. We want to make sure you have a band. So we'll get the weights put away when we get done. I want to get y'all moving into this next part so we can get a full 10 minutes. So most guys and gals have been using, everybody needs at least a blue. Some of you might use a purple for some of this, and you might use a black. We're going to go 10 minutes. So, Carrie, do you have a band at home?
Yep.
Cool. So something that you can do like straight arm band pull aparts with. And I'm going to go through this. I know Rachel's got some. I'll switch that slide up for y'all at home here in just a second. Get everybody muted here. There we go. Now I got everybody muted. Go out here. All right, so this ends up being more challenging than it looks. I'll go ahead and let you know they were kind of struggling through this in that 5 a.m. So let me see how close I need to get to this camera. Okay, so we got 4 movements we're going to go through for 10 minutes. We got some curls, landmine press, band pull aparts, and lateral jump squats to get your heart rate back up and keep it there a little bit. So remember on our curls, we're going to put the band down loosely, stand on it, and then grab with the thumbs on top. Like you could go any hand position you want. Just sometimes that band will dig into you. So elbows glued in, chest up and out, and then just get 15 curls. If your band happens to be too heavy, try to get between 10 and 12 on that. Remember the landmine press comes around your microphone, under your armpits. Fingers go in the band and thumb goes underneath the band, right? We go like this, and then we're going to turn. So everybody today, and we go up at an angle, right? We start below the chin and we end above the head. So we're not going up, we're not going out in front, just going at an angle. What everybody was doing today, I see a lot of is people internally rotating, putting their thumbs down. That decreases the amount of space, or it decreases mobility in your shoulders. We don't want that when we're doing any kind of pressing motion. We want those thumbs here, up, or either at an angle, just like we would do a dumbbell chest press. The second thing I saw a lot of people doing was allowing the wrist to collapse backwards. And if they weren't doing it up here, they'd come down and flare their hands inward or flare their elbows out. We need to keep that wrist solid. So just like you would with a set of dumbbells, or if you would with a push-up, we're going here at an angle. You keep the wrist straight, elbows are coming back at about a 45. You crank out 15 reps of those. Then we bring it down, hands slightly below shoulder height. Hard squeeze between those shoulder blades for 15 reps. Remember on this, keep tension the whole time. So if you can't do this from shoulder width apart, if you're having to go out here, your band is too heavy. We need to get resistance, the full range of motion from that starting point with this movement. That's why we do this with a band more than we do with dumbbells, because we do it with dumbbells, we don't get resistance until we're all the way out here. And most people have created enough momentum to cheat their way through that with dumbbells. So that's why we do these a lot with bands. So make sure you're not starting loose and that you're able to start here. Okay, these blue ones are stiff. These are brand new. They're like the red ones. They just need to be worked in a little bit. So once you get 15 of those, put your band on the ground, and we're going lateral jump squats for 20 reps, okay? So we got cardio and arms, flex and fit on Friday. 10 minutes, as many rounds as you can get with that. It's Friday, it's Flex Friday. So just go a little bit wider, because we don't have, or grab a red one. There are a few red ones over there. The red ones will be easier than the blue ones. Pull harder, Laura. Gosh. Just give me some effort for once. God. All right, at home, y'all got your bands, so y'all are good to go on that. You got too heavy of a band, Carrie? Oh, you can't get the band down? You got some light dumbbells? Let me get this clock going, and we'll talk. All right, I got that 10-minute clock ready. Let's get started. So, Carrie, you can do all of this stuff pretty much with dumbbells or with plates. Yeah, you can do that. So you just hold those. You can just curl those. On the landmine press, it's not really going to biomechanically. It would be the same. So just do a shoulder press with those, and then you'll do Come right here, Stephanie. Then with those plates for the pull aparts, we just go down, go reverse flies, nice and slow, and then the lateral jump squats for 20. You'll be good to go. Go get it. We got the clock running. Rachel, how you feeling on everything? Good. So you're going in that landmine press. Then you got band pull aparts, and then that lateral squat jump, or you can just step over and squat. Hey, so this is as many as you can get. 10 minutes. There you go. The landmine press can be a little tricky because it's like a short range of motion. Because if you come all the way back, your band's going to get loose on you. So you can stop a little bit short on that one if you need to. But just try to start below the chin, end up above the forehead. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. Everybody looks good on these pull aparts. If that band is too stiff, you can always start with your hands a little bit wider if you have to. So just start a little bit wider. There you go. That's what we want. That's what we got to have. That. Now we're getting all the way back. I appreciate y'all trying to get that full range of motion. Sometimes those bands, they just got to be worked in a little bit too. They'll be more like the red ones. All about that blue. Keep cruising at home. We got 10 minutes total. Come on, we got this. We got this. Keep cruising. Keep cruising. Then we got 20 on those lateral jump squats. I'm going to challenge y'all to really push the pace on those because the rest of this stuff, we're going to see if we kind of maintain that heart rate. Carrie, you look good on that. That's solid too, Rachel. Keep it up. Anybody doing a replay, remember we went through this with bands. We also went through it with those plates. So you can do any of this stuff, body weight. You can hold soup cans, whatever you need to hold. So remember, let's turn those thumbs up. There you go. Just turn your thumbs up. You were just kind of going like this. Everybody tends to naturally kind of go to that. There you go, Ricky. That's it right there, Angie. If we can go a little higher with it, let's go a little higher. All right, getting about to that halfway point. There you go, Ann. You got it. Where are we at? We're already at 50 minutes. Well, that sun's coming in hard. Come on, we're looking good now. Looking good. Let's keep it up. You got it. You got it. We're aiming for 5 rounds in 10 minutes if you can. Just to give you some perspective. We had a few people hit that in that first group. All right, let's keep moving continuously now. Last minute. You got this. That's it, Carrie. Let's bring that chest all the way down. All the way down. Like bend over almost as like far as you can go. There you go. Come on. We got it. We got it. Last 30 seconds. You time it right, you might not have to do jump squats again. You got it. You got it. Come on. Crank them out. Crank them out. Remember that thumb position on that landmine press? That's a good ending song. All right. Go ahead and finish up whatever set you were on. And we're going to drop right down into a pigeon stretch with that right leg through. And we're going to hold this for a solid minute. So we'll start here in about 10 seconds. I'm going to start that clock for 1 minute. So I'm going to ask you, be patient. Like, let's try to hold this stretch for this full minute. I want you to find a way. All right, so we're starting that clock now. Right leg through on that pigeon stretch. Hey, make sure as you do this, I know you're a little bit tired, but we weren't doing super intense cardio, so you shouldn't be overly breathing hard. I want to make sure that when you do this, we're not too lax. So find a position that's challenging for you, like where you really get a good pull in those hips. So for a lot of people, when they get in this position, they tend to just sort of roll over and sit down. You're probably not going to get as effective of a stretch. I want you to try to get your chest centered and then walk that foot forward and then drive your hip to the ground without rolling over to the side. So keep your weight centered between your hands. Usually we can increase the intensity of that stretch a little bit, make it more effective that way. And remember, working the foot away from you. Work the foot forward. If it doesn't hurt your knee at all, you'll feel that a little bit more. Like the green and the black. So we're going to keep, let's see. All right, go ahead and switch legs. All right, we're going to finish up with a frog stretch. So that's from that same position with your knees start together, and then try to drive them out and push your hips down towards, kind of towards the ground. Don't sit back like you're in a child's pose. Keep those hips straight up, and then just drive your weight downward. So you should get and like you're doing a split with your knees bent. Everybody here can do a split, right? I took karate for several years. We used to work on that. I was like, I'm not going to need this in my life. I don't want to do a split. All right, that is it for today. So we are going to wipe down and put away the dumbbells. And then if you finished at the squat rack, you can go ahead and go back there. We'll get that stuff wiped down. I do have wipes in buckets over there. Those tend to work really well on the plates, and you can just focus on the edges of the plates because that's where everybody touches them.